It's your boy DJ Pancake. Shout out to everybody that's out here, you know what I'm saying? RP, my big boy, Kareem Mack, you know what I mean? Salute, we out here rapping, you know what I mean? Let's get to it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is part two to what I was just talking about, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, where I was approached by a female that was playing for the other team. Um, and you know what I'm saying? Sure, and I mean, as I was getting in the car, you know what I mean? Um, like I said, it hit me hard. You know what I'm saying? She was hitting me hard, and she wasn't scarred or anything to my knowledge. But you know what I mean. But her response, um, you know what I'm saying? She really got to me. You know what I'm saying? A little bit because I think I came off kind of harsh a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I said, you know, um, I said knowing that she was on the other team. She played for the other team, you know what I'm saying? And probably for a number of years in that league, you know what I'm saying? And I just wasn't trying to be played, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I'm saying? She like as just some little um flavor of the moment, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Um or one of her female natural instincts kicked off in high overdrive and was just on a nigga, on looking for the roughest looking ass nigga that her morning shift could find. Or she might does this all the time. I mean, like to just niggas that she just, you know what I'm saying, find as, you know what I'm saying, like let me hit this nigga out. You know what I'm saying, see what's up. I don't know, but but I had to, you know what I'm saying, should further clarify that, um, she made her decision. You already made your decision. You know what I mean? Why just add another brother? Why not had chosen? Why disrespect all the other brothers that was before me? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that wanted you. You know what I'm saying? Why change? Why change now? Why make it where you know I'm that guy now? You know what I'm saying? Why? Why make me that guy for you when there was so many other niggas that was I know was desperate for you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I know it was mad niggas that was looking at this chick in her lifetime that was like, you know what I'm saying? She like, oh, what's up? And she probably shot him down the fuck cold. Colder than any type of winter we done had in Alaska or Antarctica. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I know she has. You know what I'm saying? Because she had that cold type look in her. Like, she takes many souls, like, almost. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't finna rip me. You ain't finna set me up to get you a free little $300 dinner, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Roof Chris or something. Whatever you might make a nigga um, pick out and shit, you know what I'm saying? And we go there, you know what I'm saying? It's all this turmoil and shit, you know what I'm saying? That you have me regurgitating after the meal, you know? I'm like, it hurt me on those levels, you know what I'm saying? It hit me and affected me on those levels because I know YouTube ain't gonna be um, allowing me to come out and say what I'm saying. I mean, like, I'm speaking truth, I'm speaking facts, you know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking emotions and hurt, you know what I mean? Because I can feel the hurt of all of her victims, you know what I'm saying? Innocent bystanders, you know what I'm saying? They just, you know what I'm saying, got crushed in her path, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you don't really get that too much off of too many people, you know what I'm saying? And I just, you know what I mean, just found it unattractive, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, you can't lure me in with some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if she had on her street clothes, she would have probably had a little victim. You know what I mean? Maybe if I seen off work or something like that, you know what I'm saying, and it was outside the neighborhood or something, you know what I mean? I'm riding down the street. She got it on, and she knows she got it on, dressing real feminine or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, she would probably got it. You know what I mean? Especially if she was with a group of friends or something. They had her laughing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it was just all females. And yeah, I would have struck with a nice little line depending on where I was coming from. You know what I mean? And I've noticed that too. You know what I'm saying? As a guy, you know what I'm saying? You don't really get a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying? She play from a lot of females without a car. You know what I'm saying? And here it is, she works at a car lot. So I guess that's what triggered her female emotion. You know what I mean? Feminine emotion to attraction to a nigga. You know what I mean? I may or may not have gotten the boots, but I don't even think I would have gotten close to even having sex to her, having sex with her. You know what I'm saying? So I think it probably would have just been um, like I said, you know what I'm saying, a nice little setup. You know what I mean? And she tried to take me down a path of where she's been hurt a million times. I've heard this story a million times. You know what I'm saying? Seen that. That's whether she's gay or not. You know what I'm saying? Lesbian or just tried everything or bisexual. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying a person can't be bisexual. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I don't like bisexual women. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're bringing their female friends and allowing me to join in. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, YouTube. Don't ban me for this. Don't ban my content and say that I'm trying to do this out of reckless community and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sure, allow whatever red flags that might come from this account, from this segment, because people need to hear the truth. I mean, like, it's bad enough. Um, we overfund a lot of these ed, school education institutions in rich white neighborhoods, and they come out doing the most dumbest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? Using black folks as test dummies and experiments to expand law, health, and other means of life that, you know what I'm saying, should their education, well funded education, um, gravitated them towards seeing a loophole that, you know what I'm saying, wasn't existing in existence, and they wanted to close up a loophole of some sort and better the world by being just as ignorant as they possibly could be, as the world allows them. You know what I mean? Um, and you know what I'm saying, which rightfully so. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, when you have some of the biggest threats in the world just walking around untested, unguarded, and unquestioned. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just come from a whole long line of rapists, murderers, child molesters, human traffickers, and exploiters, and kidnappers, and racist, um, privileged motherfuckers you ever could find on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's not being racist. That's just speaking straight facts. I mean, like, if you're gonna ban me, YouTube, just ban me for being honest and tell the world that y'all was out here being honest. You know what I'm saying? And someone in a number of you couldn't deal with the honesty and being that I'm black, exposing this side of the world. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, it's not what your highly funded education um, could grasp onto. So you do what you naturally do. You know what I'm saying? You use every resource under your thumbnail to block such thing from occurring. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with the number of black politicians. You know what I'm saying? Shit that just recently got back to what a lot of these white, well educated, funded people been doing since the 1900s, um, which is take out black leaders and black educators and black structures with Jim Crow tactics, Willie Lynch tactics. But I also believe that you might want to say, okay, this is too far of a fetch, but I believe that um, a lot of sexisms um, have been sprinkled with racism, and they can just automatically zoom in and hate black men. And I'm not saying some black men don't do what they um, do or done to deserve some treatment, but I'm just saying there's a lot of white people that should be on lists of stay the fuck away from in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Especially white males. And I'm just speaking off of facts and history. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my family and ancestors. I can't see that. I'm not saying I personally just got raped by a white man, but in other means, you know what I'm saying, shoot, with my freedoms and um, liberties, yes, you know what I'm saying, a white man has had a lot of hand on hand contact with what the future of a black man is, you know what I'm saying, and the construction of a black man's identity, you know what I'm saying, sure, and I um, don't want anyone to feel, um, anything less than um, aware, you know what I'm saying, shoe, and um, motivated to do things such as pop up at um, some of these city hall meetings, town meetings, and city hall meetings and stuff. Get active in your community, you know what I'm saying, shoe, because this is the time. I mean, like, yeah, we have a lot of black entertainers, rappers, singers, and so forth that's never been part of any um, social events that's in their own towns or their hometowns or abroad that um, will bring more enlightenment and action towards a lot of causes that's underfunded. You know what I mean? To protect black people's rights. Um, I am a paralegal, but I'm not a law expert. I've done business law and in college and paralegal studies in college. You know what I'm saying? And I just have a different take on things. I mean, chime in um, before you ban my account. Thank you.